Hello and welcome to the ScatterVolt channel, and today we're going to be going over the best graphics cards to buy for the month of October, specifically with the upcoming deals that are happening with Amazon, Newegg, and other competing retailers. I myself just moved into a new house and I built a new racing simulator, but for that rig I need to build a whole new PC. So I myself am actually looking for a discounted graphics card for any of these upcoming Prime Week sales. So I'll do my best to not only inform you guys on what graphics card would be ideal to pick up if you wanted something on a discount, but more importantly, how much you should be paying for it. And I'll be figuring that out with the help of my website GPUs.gg, which records all of the current pricing on many available graphics cards, and come actually Prime Week and the day of these sales, when this video goes live, all of these prices will update to the lowest for each of these graphics cards to ensure that you get the lowest price possible on any graphics card you're interested in. Which, yeah, I should say, GPUs.gg. Pretty cool website. You should play around with it. Otherwise, we're gonna get straight into it, going from the cheapest graphics cards, working our way up to the most expensive. Which, if it's under $200 US, you pretty much got no other option but to go used. And if you're gonna do that, consider Jawa.gg, which I've pulled up a few graphics cards on sale on their website, first of which being this RX 580 for $60. So if you needed something incredibly cheap, but did indeed work, as this is tested and verified by the official Jawa store, then this is very inexpensive. But I also really like this Sapphire Nitro Vega 64, which was an absolute premium if we're talking 2017, but even now in 2025 for under $100 with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. If you didn't care about ray tracing and you just needed raw performance, I would actually pick this up. Otherwise, we have this ASRock Challenger A580 for $150. Solid deal, solid performance on a newer platform, but I think my favorite so far was this $190 ASRock Challenger B570. So a $30 discount for buying one new. This is a really good bargain for under $200, and again, tested by the Jawa store, so this should work really well. So if you want to check out any of these graphics cards, check out the link in the description down below for Jawa.gg. All right, so let's go ahead and start with graphics cards that are under $350. So here on GPUs.gg, I'm gonna go ahead and put the price slider right at $350. Click on Show Me. And if we go down here, we have one graphics card show up in the mid-range, and then quite a few show up for the budget. So I've got the graphics cards you definitely want to look at if you want to get them on a discount this upcoming week. So let's start with the one that I'm a little bit more reserved for, and that is the Intel Arc B750. This right now, according to GPUs.gg, is $230. And if you wanted to pick this up for a deal this week, I would pick one up for either $210 or, if it's really good, $200. Because for only about, I think, $30 more, you can pick up an Intel Arc B580 over here for MSRP, which is absolutely worth the additional $30. However, with the B580, I don't expect it to go on that much of a discount. It being MSRP is already very good, but it would be great to see this at $240. And this I'd much more prefer over the B570 either way, because this is a really great entry-level 1440p gaming graphics card with 12 gigabytes of VRAM that can do video editing, that can do ray tracing, and can do lots of forms of gaming. And I actually used this graphics card in an $800 gaming PC build, and it did quite well. So again, I'd only pick up the B570 if it's on a really good discount. Otherwise, if you can pick up either a B580 for at MSRP or for just below it, then I think this would be a good deal. Although I don't expect it, but still, a B580 at MSRP is a good buy in 2025. However, for $100 more, you can get an RX 9060 XT from AMD, that being the 16 gigabyte version. This also is now officially at MSRP. If we check out the Newegg card right here for $350, do I expect this to go on a discount? No, because this already being at MSRP is a good pickup. This is just a B580, but pretty much even more beefed up. It has 16 gigabytes of VRAM. It has the updated RDNA 4 architecture, even better ray tracing. Like, the most improved thing AMD did this generation would have to have been improving its ray tracing performance, especially in comparison to Nvidia. So this can definitely do that. And yeah, there could be some models at MSRP. I'd say that's a fine pickup. Like I said, I don't expect this to go below MSRP this week. That may not happen until Black Friday, if that were to happen. Either way, these are all great pickups, but the ones you want to avoid are gonna have to be the RTX 5060. That's a very limited graphics card with only 8 gigabytes of VRAM. It's going to become e-waste in a few years because of how little that VRAM is. The other graphics card you want to avoid also is the RX 9060 XT 8 gigabyte. For the same reason as the 5060, only has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. For only $50 more, you can pick up the 9060 XT 16 gigabytes with double the VRAM. And the RTX 5050 is interesting because I checked on GPUs.gg and it's actually going for $240 at the cheapest price on Amazon, which is actually below MSRP. And it is in reality just a rebranded RTX 4060. And if this, if it were $200, I'd pick one up for 200 bucks, possibly even 210. I don't recall off the top of my head which is faster between a B570 and a 5050. I want to say the B570 is faster, but who knows? There could be a really good discount on the 5050, and I'd only pick one up again for 200 or possibly 210 bucks. Anyways, if you enjoy GPU deals or GPU comparison videos where I go over the best graphics cards of each month, I basically put one of those out, like I said, every month. And if you enjoy them, I recommend subscribing to the ScatterVolt channel. I recommend it because I try to do my best, although I did just move into a new house, so this is gonna be changing a little bit. So if you wanna see how this studio and setup evolves, you might wanna subscribe. Anyways, here on GPUs.gg, for the mid-range, I'm gonna go ahead and set the price slider from 360 to, 600. Show me, scroll down, and here we have all of our available mid-range graphics cards, starting with the ones I would really have an eye on for these upcoming sales. Currently, you can get an RTX 5070 for below MSRP on Amazon with this PNY model, which I have to give credit to Nvidia for doing. This might actually be one of the few Nvidia graphics cards that is currently on sale below MSRP on a US retailer, which again, I gotta give respect for. And yes, this is a capable 1440p gaming graphics card. In fact, I used it in my recent $1,200 gaming PC. And to be fair, if you're not pushing the graphics too hard on this graphics card where you aren't fully saturating that 12 gigabytes of VRAM, this is gonna be plenty fine. I mean, there really are no complaints with it other than its value and the VRAM, which was its strong suit because this was selling for MSRP for a while, but there's a small issue now with me recommending the 5070 for the month of October, because if we go over to the other side of the pond, we have the Radeon RX 9070, brand new on Amazon for $580. And on Newegg, I do have an open box model linked for $550, but I think with these upcoming Prime Week sales, I think we're gonna see an RX 9070 at MSRP. I think Nvidia already discounting the 5070 right now just below MSRP is probably what they're gonna settle with for these sales, but for AMD, the RX 9070 MSRP has always been $550. It has not officially touched MSRP yet, and the time to do it is now. If AMD want to be competitive with the 5070, especially for sales, because the 9070 objectively is a better card all around, they need to discount it to MSRP, which shouldn't be a big ask because it's not below MSRP. So I really look at the RX 9070 for these Prime Week sales or whatever Newegg or Walmart decide to compete with price-wise, because that graphics card is going to be even better off for 1440p because it comes with an additional 4 gigabytes of VRAM over the RTX 5070. It also has about near the same ray tracing performance as the 5070, which is quite the statement to say, with the RX 9070 having much better rasterization performance overall. So that deficit in ray tracing performance that would have been there is kind of made up for the fact that this graphics card just has a lot of good hardware in it. So if you wanted a very capable 1440p gaming graphics card that'll last not only a long time, but will probably play GTA 6 on launch, I'd pick one up, hopefully for MSRP at $550. Otherwise, your other options are the RTX 5060 Ti 16 gigabytes. I would keep an eye on that because it is at MSRP right now at $430. and it would be cool to see Nvidia discount it to closer to $400. I wouldn't mind picking one up for closer to $400, even if it meant spending an additional $50 from a 9060 XT to upgrade to the 5060 Ti. But do I expect it from Nvidia? There could be a $10 discount, but that would be it. But I wouldn't be over the moon with that sort of discount. This would have to be $400, and if it was, I'd be, like I said, over the moon. But by all means, do not get the 5060 Ti 8GB. Do not, absolutely do not, never ever, never pay for a graphics card with 8GB of VRAM that is above $300 US. That is not a smart choice by any means. All right, and for the best high-end graphics cards to close out the video, I'm gonna go ahead and set the price slider to just above 600 bucks. I'm gonna click on Show Me, and there are our high-end graphics cards we're gonna be comparing, which, first of all, I gotta kick things off with easily the crown jewel of this entire section, the RTX 5070 Ti. Which is to say, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. Please, I mean, views are down across YouTube, and just helping out with likes on this video would absolutely help push this video a little bit better in the algorithm. So if you want to help out your friendly neighborhood ScatterVolt, feel free to drop a like. Otherwise, I'm not kidding. You can pick up a 5070 Ti for $680. I'm not kidding. If you were to check on this exact graphics card right now on my website and click on the Walmart link, it will bring you up to a $680 5070 Ti, which is ridiculous. And I think a sign of what's to come with these potential Prime Week sales for the 5070 Ti, because if you can pick one up for that price or even at 700 bucks, that's gonna be the best buy out of this entire section of the video. No point in getting a 5080, no point in getting a 5090, and unfortunately, no point in getting an RX 9070 XT unless that drops in price as well. Otherwise, this is a 1440p gaming graphics card that is incredibly capable with 16 gigabytes of VRAM, all around just really great performance. And for an Nvidia graphics card, you're actually getting your money's worth in terms of hardware. The only thing I'm probably obliged to mention is that in terms of rasterization performance, so not ray tracing performance, the 9070 XT is faster by definition, but when it comes to ray tracing, this is faster, and especially for path tracing. But otherwise, this is easily gonna be the best deal out of this entire video, and this would have been the other best deal, but I don't see the 9070 XT going down to MSRP. Currently on GPUs.gg, it's selling for $670. Still not great, still well above MSRP. It did touch $650 earlier last week, and that is probably what we're gonna see it at for these Prime Week sales. And if you can pick one up for $650, don't even bother. Just get a 5070 Ti for about $50 more. That said though, 16 gigabytes of VRAM, excellent 1440p gaming performance, and I tested one in a $1,500 gaming PC and I had zero complaints, and I was actually a bit pissed off because it was just too fast. Like, you don't need to spend this much on a graphics card. So seriously, this and a 5070 Ti is all you need. Which again is to say the 5080, even if it's on sale for MSRP, so $1,000, not gonna be worth it. This graphics card is only 10% faster than a 5070 Ti, but costs about $300 US more. That is not worth it. It also comes with the same amount of VRAM as a 5070 Ti. Avoid the 5080. I don't care if it's even below MSRP. It's still not gonna be worth it. And sure, you could wait for the 5080 Super that could come with 24 gigabytes of VRAM and is probably gonna be a better all-around graphics card than this thing. Just my issue with that is bots and scalpers and demand are gonna raise the price of that graphics card for months after launch. So you're welcome to risk it out and wait for a 5080 Super, but if you want my personal opinion, you don't need it. All you need is a 5070 Ti or a 9070 XT. And both of those graphics cards will easily run Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out on PC in 27. Don't stress out about it. You don't need it. It's too fast. Also, keep an eye out on the RX 7900 XTX. It's selling for $800 right now in the US, but I hope whoever is still restocking this graphics card on Amazon and Newegg is just like, let's get rid of this thing. And they sell it for like $600. That would be an instant pickup. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I just wanna put it out there. Otherwise, we're gonna finish things off with the RTX 5090. I don't recommend this for gamers because it's too fast. It's more meant for professionals. In fact, the only gaming applications that can properly utilize a 5090 are like ultra high-end VR gaming with one of those very wide resolution VR headsets, or if you're someone who does triple 4K gaming, or if you're someone who's a bit of a masochist and you like running unoptimized PC games at launch, like Borderlands 4 at actually a playable frame rate, because that's how fast the 5090 is. Otherwise, don't even bother. I know this thing could go on discount for maybe $200 above MSRP next week, but I wanna say during Black Friday, this thing will probably get closer to $2,100, which I think would be a better time to pull the trigger. Right now on GPUs.gg, it's found for about $2,500 or $2,300. It's probably gonna stay at that. I don't see this thing going on a discount in either way. It's too fast for you to even fully utilize it. Sorry to make you mad. But otherwise, those are all my GPU recommendations for the month of October, and they're all quickly summarized on my website, gpus.gg, which you are welcome to check out in the description below. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching, and this is the ScatterVolt channel, signing out.